G'day, it's Marty Ware from youtube.com/Marty's Garden, and today I'm going down to visit someone who Skyped me the other day. He said, "Oh Marty, I've got problems in my garden," and I said, "Look, would you like me to come down? We can do some filming, I'll check it out and see how I can help you with it, maybe give you some few tips." He said, "Sure Marty, rock on down." So we're on the southeast part of the Gold Coast, just right on the Queensland border. It's right on the river system. It's really beautiful. And this guy, actually, he's a bit of an old bushy, and he used to opal mine for opals. We might get to check out some opals at the same time while we're there. All right, let's go, eh? So this is the first part of the garden, Peter. This is on the south side of the fence. Now we're in southeast Queensland here, and the sun goes from east to west and rises in the east, and so it's a bit different to you guys in the northern hemisphere. If we're on the south side of the fence, we lose a bit of sunlight here. So I think this is one of the problems why this is not working so well in the winter, because we're in the middle of winter right now. But in summer, as the sun gets more overhead. I see you've got some garlic chives here, Peter. Probably still lacking a bit of sun as well.
Oh, absolutely. I love chives. No, these are not the garlic ones, but the chives. Well, I love them, but they don't grow quick enough. I'm eating them faster than they grow.
Yeah, they need more sun, mate. Just bring them round into another position.
Yeah, this is what do you call that now?
Is that a type of basil?
That's a basil. Yeah, that seems to be a bit more hardy. What's this one here? It's a sort of a sour tasting leaf. It's beautiful.
French sorrel, as far as I know.
Yeah, that's great stuff. And this here, this is watercress. That's good.
Watercress is a superfood.
Yeah, that's
You can also plant nasturtiums as well, and they're the family of watercress, and they grow really quite big leaves and big flowers, and they're awesome for salad.
Oh, I've got to get some of those.
So if you like watercress, that would be an easy one.
This is a coffee plant here, but we've never put it out. This is a type of Italian lettuce down here, but I mean it looks a bit spindly at present. Needs a bit more sun, no doubt.
Yeah, a bit more sun and possibly some manure and things like that, like give some nitrogen for the leaf growth.
Yeah, you can't see it. Looks fairly green there. Now these are brown tomatoes. They're absolutely so sweet. They're like lollies, you know. Yeah,
there's lots of different variety of cherry tomatoes. I'm not up on all of them, but they seem to grow better in the cooler times, or even in the cooler climate. So I would stick with maybe trying a few different varieties of cherry tomatoes at the moment.
This is garlic down here, garlic flower. Yeah, it hasn't got a flower. Beautiful purpley flower this has got on it. But they reckon you can grow them like flowers in a garden, but they're so beautiful to eat as well.
Yeah, and they're a companion to the rose. Most people don't know that, but if you put garlic below your roses, it keeps the disease away from your roses. All right, can you tell us about this part of the garden, Peter?
Yeah, well, the basil's growing a bit better here. I love basil. I've got a few more chives here, and this one, do you know about gotu kola or pennywort?
No. Can you tell us a bit more about it?
This stuff is miraculous. This stuff is miraculous. Have you read Shipman's herb book?
No.
She talks about this. It's for arthritis problems. 2 or 3 leaves of that a day, mate. It's just like magic.
And so, how do you use it? How do you consume?
Raw.
Yeah.
I'll show you later on how I put it on toast and all sorts of stuff. I got some wacky ideas about eating herbs, I'll tell you. Got some parsley here, a little bit. This is Italian parsley mixed with other parsley. It hasn't been growing too good, but look, since it's been on a sunny side, as you say, it does get a lot better. Yeah,
I can see the soil here is still a little bit light browny grey, which means it's lacking some body. So I'd be bringing in some manures and things like that, and just building up the quality of the soil. So we've got some snow peas growing here too, Peter. How long ago did you put these in?
A couple of months ago. This is for
Mind if I steal one?
Oh yeah, have one. This is for Dell, the next door neighbour. We sort of cooperate with our little garden.
Tastes good.
I believe you can eat the whole plant if necessary. Mind you wouldn't want to cut destroy the plant until you get all the peas off it.
Oh, I haven't heard about that, but...
Well, that's what I believe that's the case. Again, you have to check these things out on the net. Don't take my word for it.
Yeah, and be careful on the net too, because not everything's everything's right. But yeah, they are a legume. One thing about people with legumes though is that they put nitrogen back in the soil, but they don't realise that most legumes will actually use the nitrogen that they store down there as well. So just before they go brown and start dying off, you need to cut them back, and then the nitrogen's released into the soil.
Ah, and I believe a wattle is a legume too.
Wattles are, but the same thing. They just use the nitrogen again, and so they won't fix anything unless you chop them back. Well,
fencing wire up on Dell's shed here, and we've got some more snow peas growing here. The reason I got these snow peas in because my dad left them in a jar. These are about 20 years old, these seeds.
Wow.
I just planted them and they all come up.
Really?
Unbelievable, yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
That's amazing.
There you go, guys. If you store stuff well, your father was apparently a pretty good gardener.
Oh, brilliant, yeah. Do you know that they found a lotus seed?
Before you keep going, I'm going to actually ask for some of this seed when it comes up next time. If you can save me some, that would be great.
I think I've got some left over still inside from his old brew. If you want a couple, I'll have a look for it.
That'd be good. So, sorry, what were you going to say before I cut?
Oh, they found lotus seeds in a Mancurian peat bog that were 1,000 years old, and they grew.
Wow.
It's unbelievable.
You've got some more veggies growing here, I see.
Yeah, these are the Chinese bok choy, I think. This is Dell's stuff here.
Yep.
This is some more of that Italian lettuce that you can, it's pretty bitter, but it's beautiful. Excellent.
Yeah, no, the only reason it's bitter is because it's not getting enough nitrogen and not growing quick enough.
Ah.
So any lettuces, yeah, if you can't grow them fast enough, it will be bitter. But if you can get them really pumping quickly, so just get a heap of cow manure, horse manure around the outside of it, get them growing quick, and they'll be beautiful.
This is rocket here. That's going pretty good.
Yeah, definitely one of my favourites.
Yeah.
I'm going to steal a bit of rocket.
The thing I like
fresh food, mate.
The thing I like about any of these is you can just pick them off and eat them as you go. You don't have to cut the whole lettuce off, you know.
Woo, that rocket's got some strength and bite in it.
Has it?
Really good.
All right. Well, I'll show you what I'm going to do with some of these later inside. I'll show you the sort of weeds I eat for breakfast. Everyone thinks I'm off my.
No, mate. Fresh food, straight out of the garden's got the highest vitamin nutritional value.
Well, I don't eat I don't take any doctor's medication, and I'm 68, and I don't take any.
Now we've got this book. It's called "How Can I Use Herbs in My Daily Life," and who's this been written by, Peter?
Isabel Shippard. She lives up in Nambour. I called her a wrong name in one of your previous videos. It's Shippard. Really lovely lady. She can get her online, and she helped me a lot with questions I had about herbs.
Yeah.
But some of the stuff that you can eat is just amazing, you know.
Yeah. Okay. So this is a good one that a lot of people should have on their shelves.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it's fantastic.
I wonder if she has it like for our American viewers, whether it's actually on Amazon or something like that.
I'm sure she would. It's a very comprehensive book.
So just run it by me again before we talk about the subject that we're going to cover.
Yeah.
It's called "How Can I Use Herbs in My Daily Life," and her name is, we'll get it down the bottom here.
Isabel Shippard.
Okay, and the plant that you want to show me is this plant here that is very common, and it's called the Jade Plant. I don't know the actual botanical name for it, but they call it a Jade Plant or the money tree. And the reason why they call it the money tree is because of these little leaves on here. They look like coins. And in Chinese folklore, they use it in different things like that. But we're here to talk about the actual food side of this little tree. And to hear more about it, Peter's going to explain now.
Yeah, well, Isabel's got this article in the book called, it's basically purslane, it says here. It's also called pigweed.
Yes.
Horse coin, horse money. But this actually...
Okay, so it's a family of the Portulacaceae, if I get that right.
Yeah, but actually this is the refined version of it. This is the decorative version of it, which you can also eat. But there's another one, it's actually a weed that you pull out of your garden. It's so hard to get rid of.
Oh, the little small one that you see growing around the nooks and crannies, yeah.
The one that looks like a sort of a cobweb. Yeah, it's like a cobweb.
It's a pigweed, yeah.
Yeah, and it's absolutely amazing.
I'm going to have a look for some in a second.
Do you know that, I don't think it's in here, in my garden, but Do you know that at Mount Isa many years ago, when they ran out of food as a result of a big rain, when it was black soil between them and the coast, some people survived on this stuff called purslane, but this is a variation of it. And if you look at this information in the book, it's got just about every mineral and vitamin you can think of, as well as omega-3 fatty acids.
Really? All that? Okay. So look it up, guys. Do some more research on there, and I'll see what I can find as well. Yeah, because this is I'd known about pigweed as being a bush food. That when I did my bush food studies at college, yeah, that one was brought up. So it's definitely an amazing plant, and so
I'll take a sprig of that inside. I'll show you what I do with it later.
Okay. And you've got some aloe vera.
Yeah, well, this is what I do with that. This is I use the scissors a lot. Just chop a bit off like that.
Can I see your hand there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, this stuff is like they fought wars over this in ancient history. It's just magic. People just use it on their skin, but you can eat the whole thing. I mean, you've got to be a bit careful because the stuff that comes out of there, the what do you call it, the latex, I think it is, can give you the runs a bit if you're not careful. But
yeah, it's got a natural diuretic in there as well.
Just be careful. Do your research again on whether you think it's good for you or not. But I eat the lot, skin and all.
All right, so we're about to go inside and learn some more about all these herbs that you eat inside, are we?
Well, yep. Well, while I'm here, I'll grab a few more from here. I'll just chop off some. Here, I'll give me my chives over here a haircut. There we go. And I might just grab one of these here just to tickle things up a little bit, whatever that is. A little bit of what do you call it?
It's a basil.
Basil. A little bit of basil. Rocket. I've got some rocket inside already chopped.
With a bit of white hair sticking out the back.
You ready, mate?
Yeah, if you come this way a little bit, we can see you. I'm sure the people want to see you. You're so tall, I can hardly get you in the camera.
Yeah, well, I mean, don't stop discriminating against the tall man.
I'm a shorty, that's why.
I can't help being like a flaming beanstalk. Come on.
Okay. So what have we got here, mate?
Well, mate, first of all, I made the toast here. It's already ready to go.
Yep.
I don't use margarine. I only use butter. I reckon people have been eating butter for thousands of years. Margarine I'm very suspicious of. So I'll use butter.
Okay.
And plenty of it.
And we need a disclosure here about what you're doing.
Well, don't take everything what I do as the right thing. Check for yourself first, because you might poison yourself. But there you go. We've got the toast buttered already. Oh, hang on. We've got to make the tea first. So we've got the peppermint leaves out of the garden here, and we're just going to chuck some in there like that. This will save you heaps of money. You don't have to buy your peppermint tea anymore. I suppose the health food people won't like me saying that. But here we go. We put some hot water.
So you don't put it in a pot, just straight in the cup?
Straight into the cup, mate. No messing about. Little bit of hot water on the herb. Can you smell that peppermint, me boy?
I can smell it through the camera. Yeah, they got smeller camera these days.
Oh, that's beautiful. Smell that. Fantastic. So the tea's ready to go. Don't need any sugar. So, all right, what do we got here? Have you seen this stuff? This is from the Lebanese shops. It's called za'atar. I don't know whether you say it right. Za'atar. Yeah, it's got thyme in it. It's got seasoning. It looks like it's got sesame seeds.
I heard your wife say it's called Lebanese Vegemite.
She calls it Lebanese Vegemite. Don't eat Vegemite. That's not so good for you, I don't think. Then again, craft suppliers won't be happy at me saying that. But never mind. So you take a spoon of this beautiful brew and you spread it on your toast like that. So all those.
And what's it called again? Just tell us again.
It's called za'atar. Z-A-T-A-R.
And what are the benefits in za'atar?
Oh, mate, I don't know, but it looks pretty good to me. You better check it out a bit further. But it's really.
Do you know, Renee, what they are? What the benefits are for it, or is it just the flavour that you want?
No, it's just full of herbs and good stuff. Look at that.
Yeah,
there's another variety here. It's dried herbs and stuff. It is. Okay, you can wash the latex off there. Apparently it gives you the runs a little bit if you eat too much of it.
So we're talking about aloe vera here.
Aloe vera, yeah. I just slice the aloe vera up like that. Just put it straight on the toast. Check it out. You'll find out it's okay to eat everything in the aloe vera. You don't just use it for your skin. And you can just shove whatever you got in the garden at present. Here's some rocket. Just throw that on.
Some people do this with green smoothies, but you're actually making what it's almost like a green toast.
That's a green toast. You're not eating any rubbish, mate. It's all good stuff. Here's some of that Italian, whatever it is.
You don't put any cheese or anything on it?
No, just like that. Plenty of butter on it. You don't need cheese.
Geez, I think I'd need cheese, but
yeah,
it's looking good.
Okay, now this is watercress. Whatever you got, doesn't matter. Now you've got some chive. Beautiful stuff, mate. All green. Look at that. Green, beautiful. Bit of parsley. Should have more parsley in there. And then if I had the time, I'd show you. I'd also put some goat cola or penny wort in with it. That's excellent for arthritic problems.
Did you know that if you chew parsley, it gets rid of bad breath?
I've heard that.
And they used to use it in the old days to clean the teeth.
Yep.
Just and
this is a bit. I like a bit of chili. Some people don't like chili, but chili just gives it that little tang. You know, I use the scissors a lot with herbs.
I can see the tea's greening up a bit too, so that's looking good.
Yeah, mate, it's going good. So you've got a bit of chili in there, a bit of this, a bit of that. Now, what else do I put in? A little bit of rock salt usually. I haven't got that in front of you, but you can put some pumpkin seeds on it as well if you like. That's what do you call those? Pistachios, is it?
Pepitas.
No, not pistachios.
Pepitas.
No. What is it?
Pepitas.
Pepitas, yeah. Bit of pepita. That's good for blokes. Got plenty of zinc in it. A little bit of rock salt. Got a lot of minerals and stuff. Not too much salt, but
It's Himalayan.
just it's Himalayan rock salt.
Himalayan
little
rock
bit.
salt. I was going to say, yeah.
In there like that.
Some salts are good and some.
Now what have I missed? I've forgotten something. Have
Jade?
No, I got the. Oh, here. Yeah, the jade. Of course. Put your little. I call them little health pills. Little health pills. Of jade. They're quite sour, got heaps of vitamin C in them, as well as omega-3, would you believe that? Omega-3, similar to linseed oil or flaxseed oil.
Fantastic.
So you don't have to buy your flaxseed oil or linseed oil, you can just eat your jade plants, and of course that weed that's like a sort of it's a
pigweed.
Yeah, the pigweed, that's probably, I don't know if it's better or just good or whatever. So there you go, just finish that off, and then you just plonk your top of your toast over there like that, give it a bit of a push down. I crunch it a bit because I haven't got many teeth left in my head, so I've got to soften things up a little bit. And you just cut it down the middle like that, and man, you've got yourself, you know, that'll
So now that you've made it, I've got to see you bite it.
mate, look at that. Oh, man.
I'm going to sign out right here.
Oh, man.
We're going to come back in a minute and take a look. So we'd be lucky to walk around Peter's garden and have a good look and explain what's going on, and hopefully I've gave some tips to he can improve the garden and and get it more productive. But there's one thing that's quite unique about this man. It's not just about the herbs on the toast. He actually is in the opal industry, and we've got some opals here that I really wanted to show you because, Australia is probably one of the best places in the world for getting opal, and this man's been in the industry for a very long time. So I'm going to flip the camera over because we're on the flip cam. We're going to have a look at what we've got here. We've got some opal on the table here, Peter. Can you just tell us a bit more about this?
Marty, this is Boulder Opal. It actually comes in ironstone boulders, as you can see here, and the opal comes in thin sheets like that there. And what the opal dealer does, or opal cutter, he uses a diamond saw. For example, with this piece here, he'll cut through there with a diamond saw, through there, make a big slab out of it, and then he'll either grind some of this away with diamond wheels, or sometimes, as is in my site, opalmine.com, we've got lots of pendants made just with the rough opal itself, because people nowadays are going more for natural things, not for synthetic looking stuff.
Wow, yeah, that's really nice. That definitely would be more up my alley too. And you've got something else in your hand there. Can you pull that out and show us?
Oh, well,
you hit it in your pocket.
Oh, that was.
Now I need to see it.
Yeah, that's a bit of black opal. There's probably too much light here for you to see the red in this stone. It's got to be looked at in the right light, but this is what they call a black opal undulate.
See if I can get closer just with the camera. I'm getting some red flashes there inside the camera here.
Yeah, with blue.
Yeah, beautiful.
The carver has actually gone in and out the valleys and hills of this stone to get the best colour out of it without wasting any colour.
Beautiful.
That's from Lightning Ridge, that piece.
Okay, so if people want to buy any opal direct from Australia, they can come and see you, can't they?
Yeah.
Where do they go?
Just go to www.opalmine.com, very easy to remember, or send me an email, peter@opalmine.com, and I can tell you all about it.
Yeah, he definitely has some beautiful material, and I've been watching it over the years develop, and he's been in it for a long time, and he's a beautiful man. He's trustworthy as they can come. So yeah, come and check it out at opalmine.com, and who knows, we might even have some more stuff coming out of here as the garden progresses over time. I'm Marty Ware from Marty's Garden at youtube.com/Marty's Garden, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye. Say goodbye, Pete.
See you later, folks. Yeah, thanks for looking at the stones.
Bye.